I'm back again with part 2, Antichrist. This is also a big subject. Might even be bigger than the Antichrist. The end times. Feels like for years, people are trying to guess who the Antichrist is. And while they're busy pointing the finger at somebody else, they're gonna miss the real Antichrist. The real Antichrist to be so sneaky and deceitful that you won't even know it's him unless you're basing it off of biblical prophecy. Right now, a lot of people claim that the president is the Antichrist. And I've heard the same rumor about the last couple of presidents. And every time I hear that rumor, and I ask that person, and how do you know? And does the Bible say and who it is? And naturally they tell me no, basically. And nobody knows who the Antichrist is right now. And nobody will know until he decides to make his move. People try to claim that President Obama is the Antichrist. And those people aren't basing it off of biblical prophecy. They say that because they don't like him. But that's why they say that. People used to say that Bush was the Antichrist. And I'm not sure about the president before him. And I believe during World War II, if I'm not mistaken, people used to say that Hitler was the Antichrist. And according to the Bible, and I have scriptures to prove it, there are basically two different types of Antichrist. There's the Antichrist, and there's the Antichrist as in someone who denies God, basically. I mean, these people might be the Antichrist as in someone who denies God and they don't want nothing to do with God, but they're not the Antichrist. And I bet none of those people who claim he started those rumors that the president's the Antichrist are basically basing them off of biblical prophecy. They try to justify it with scripture that sounds kinda like him, but not exactly. That scripture in Daniel seems to describe a lot of people. You don't know who the Antichrist is. I don't know. You don't know. While we're so busy pointing the Antichrist finger at Obama, the real Antichrist is going to sneak up on us. The real Antichrist is going to be a peacemaker. He's going to talk about peace. Peace this, peace that, peace. The real Antichrist will receive a mortal wound which would have killed anybody else, and he will suddenly heal. And last I heard, none of the suspects have done that. None of the Antichrist suspects have done that yet. And yet people still try to claim that they're the Antichrist. Would people please stop trying to guess when the end times is and who the Antichrist is? Because as of right now, it's none of our business. And we would know in our own time. We would know when he makes his move. Okay? I mean, he hasn't made his move yet. So quit trying to spread gossip about who the Antichrist is. Because that's all it is. When somebody says that the President of the United States is the Antichrist, that's gossip. Now, those people don't know what they're talking about. And there's no biblical proof that proves that Obama is the Antichrist. Obama's not going around spreading peace. He's not. He didn't try to. He didn't pull lightning from the sky. He didn't survive a mortar wound that healed instantly, which would have killed anybody else. Let's see, what else is here? And the Antichrist himself will probably even, might even be a false prophet. But I'm not sure about that. That's my opinion. No, not scripture. That's my opinion. um, and one of the biggest signs of the Antichrist is he will speak against God. He will speak bad about God. He will constantly say bad things about God. And after so many years of peace, whenever he decides to reveal himself, then you will know who he is when he decides to put his mark on everybody. And we all know what that mark is. But until he does that, nobody knows who he is. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's all this in my notes. Yeah, nobody knows who the Antichrist is. I have heard all kinds of gossip about that. About the president. Now, seems most people today point their finger at the president. And the president is not the Antichrist, because the real Antichrist won't even be suspected to be the Antichrist by those people. I mean, most people won't even know who he is. Especially since everybody's pointing their finger at Obama. I mean, Obama might, he might do a lot of things that we don't like, but that don't mean he's the Antichrist. I mean, I have seen a video on YouTube where he's looks like he's making fun of the Bible, but that don't make him the Antichrist. Okay? And people who start those rumors, like I said, are not basing that off of biblical prophecy. And I guess that's it.